You'll like her. It'll be great. She's not how you probably think. She's not like a popular mean girl or something. I've seen pictures. She's kind of a nerd, though. I don't even think she has that many friends. It's okay, Kyle, Nadia said. You don't have to make her sound like a loser so I can feel better. She gripped his thigh. I'm excited to eat. Thanks for making the reservation. It had been literally the first time he'd ever made a restaurant reservation, and he felt super grown up about it, and about driving to a family thing in his own car. His provisional license restrictions lifted a few weeks ago, with his own girlfriend and no parents or sisters. And as he circled the streets around the restaurant, he saw it would also be the first time he'd use a valet, because a parking spot was not in the plan. He even had some cash in his pocket to take care of it. From his dad, but still. He helped Nadia out of the car while the valet got behind the wheel. "M'lady," Kyle said as she took his extended hand. She gave him a quick kiss and his head spun slightly, and he imagined them together for a long time, driving to the farm every Thanksgiving, reminiscing about this one, the ramen place, the first time Nadia met his whole family, becoming a real couple, like Aunt Brenda and Uncle Dale, like Aunt Jenny and Uncle Mike, like his mom and dad. I have to pee so bad, Nadia said. We're almost there. You've been saying that for half an hour. Kyle could tell she wasn't mad, though. They'd been getting along so good. Cooper had acted like this trip was the worst idea ever. 6 hours in the car, dude, each way. Plus all the time with your family? Who does that unless you're, like, engaged? Kyle brushed him off, but had also worried a little, ever since that conversation. Like Nadia would turn into a different person or something. She didn't, though. She was just herself. You can't tell in the dark, but it's really pretty up here. You'll see tomorrow. When you lived in or near the cities, it was easy to forget California was mostly agricultural land. Up where Kyle's grandparents lived, the sprawl of Silicon Valley and San Francisco gave way to fields and hills and vineyards, grazing cows and horses, trees, and the bald patches where fires had burned. Before you knew it, you were in the country. They drove for a while, quiet and holding hands. Then he pointed out the first sign to Nadia. Nowhere Farm. Pears, apples, grapes, olives, and more. Hanging under that was the part of the sign that changed a few times a year. You pick closed for season. Thank you. Nadia took her foot off the dashboard. Nowhere Farm. That's them? I love that. I guess when my grandparents bought it, right after they got married, my grandma's mom freaked out on her, told her she was going to ruin her life, moving to the middle of nowhere with a nobody like my grandpa. They'd grown apples, grapes, wine and table, some olives, and also silage crops they could sell to ranchers to feed livestock. Now they only did a little of the farming themselves, leasing out various parts of the farm to other people who actually did the work and got most of the profits. But no one could say they'd even come close to ruining their lives. Harsh. So naming it Nowhere was kind of a screw you to her mother? Pretty much. It's hardly nowhere, though, Nadia said. People come here for expensive vacations and stuff. It's definitely a somewhere. Irony. They got to the second sign. Nowhere Farm, 1 mile. He turned down the long drive, his excitement building. He pointed ahead. Up there is the swing set my dad and Uncle Mike built after Megan was born. Megan, Kyle's sister and the oldest of all the cousins, wasn't even coming this year because she wasn't speaking to their parents. Again. Nadia clutched her stomach. I'm nervous, Kyle. And I super have to pee. Like right away. Good news. The house has bathrooms. It had gotten pretty dark out. But the lights in the huge kitchen were on, and the front and back patio lights were also on, giving the whole place a kind of warm glow that